Well, like I said, I'm going to try this any chance I get. It's Wednesday. It wasn't supposed to be this warm this day, but it says up until about 3:30. Well, no, that's about 5ish or so, that the wind should be good today. This is going to have to be a quick flight, just an airspeed calibration, because my wife has a meeting at 2 o'clock, and right now it's 12:24. I'm going to try to get out of here within the next 6 minutes.
Just as we were about ready to fly, this gentleman had parked over next to the road and started walking this way. And so we chatted a bit as he walked by. He says he comes out here almost every day and walks. And we also discussed that the sod company's really nice about letting people do things here. And he talked about people flying the paragliders and the launching rockets, etc. Very nice gentleman. I look forward to seeing him at this field again.
This is the Maiden. This is the Maiden crash. Flight.
Okay. The maiden flight, huh?
Yeah.
Of this particular plane.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay. Connect USB to
Here we go. 5 minutes.
At that point, it was up and it's returned to launch loiter, doing a 5-minute airspeed calibration flight. Now, this video does show it come by as a shadow on the ground a couple of times, but I'm not going to make you watch that. I'm just going to forward it up where it does come through low for the landing. And it's about to come back into the top of the picture, going to the right during the landing, but it isn't very long here, so watch quickly. Pam did take some video from her cell phone, but I'm going to show my view with the GoPro. I'm not going to show much of Pam's. Not that it was bad, but just people don't want to watch this repetitious junk.
5 minutes.
I have no idea if this is in.
So you got 5 minutes running?
I started the thing, and I'll tell you when 5 minutes is up.
Okay, now it's in the circle. Barring strangeness. Here we go. Five minutes. So you got 5 minutes running?
I started the thing, and I'll tell you when 5 minutes is up.
Okay, now it's in the circle. Barring any strangeness. Already failed safe on battery, but I can't see what the battery is. I hope the battery don't get too low to fly. What's our time?
2 minutes and 8 seconds gone. So we're about halfway done.
Just don't like how it's sort of calming down. It's rocking around a lot too. See, just continues to drop in RPM, but I'm going to try to get through this.
So at this point, I had already seen that the battery had fail-safed. I'm not sure why. After I got it back to the house, I saw that it said bad battery. I'm going to have to look through the telemetry and figure all this stuff out. But basically, I could hear it overhead, and the RPM on the motor was going slower and slower and slower. You could hear it. But I just wanted to fly out the 5 minutes. I figured it would. When I got it back to the house, the ground station said bad battery. But again, I'm going to have to dig all of this out of the telemetry and figure out what went on, what I may need to change, etc. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this. You don't want to watch me turning in circles, watching an airplane fly a circle. So I'm going to forward it up to the landing.
Seconds left.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that'd be bad, wouldn't it?
it would be.
Stay away from my airplane, birds. Get the flock out of here.
That would have been really bad.
That's enough to cause problems.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say. 20 seconds left.
Okay, it's probably past the 4 minutes or so.
It's 4 minutes, 50 seconds.
Okay.
5 minutes left. Now.
Okay. Here goes. Oops. We're gonna have to go get it. All right. So today I had my landing spot well picked out on the other side of the road, but when I put it in fly-by-wire A, this just looked like the best thing to do. Kind of a long walk, but I'll get it. Got to get these platforms tuned, then get some experience. Whoops. I'm walking on good turf, but looks like that turf has just been sown. But I think it was a pretty good landing today, so I don't expect to see any damage at all. Yeah, this is new turf. Looks good.
So now we'll look at a little bit of the ground station data. I've got a lot of changes to make to the ground station. I upgraded the version of Mission Planner and it messed all sorts of things up. I didn't realize that till I got to the field. Not going to do a lot of this because this is boring too, but here we go. Let's look at the launch. I didn't have voice mode turned on. Like I say, I upgraded the ground station. It set a lot of things back to default. Here we go. And we're off. And right there's where the battery failed safe, and it says bad battery. Like I say, I'm going to have to go into telemetry and look at that. These were 1300 milliamp 3S batteries. I think that's what the Nano Talon calls for. We'll see. Also, the altitude is in meters. The speed is in meters per second. Again, all of that got reset on last night's upgrade of Mission Planner. The place where it saves the data logs, the data flash logs, and the telemetry logs, all was changed when I installed the new version 1.3.76 of Mission Planner. Just keep doing this and make it better and better and better. I can't see in the little screen in the upper left the battery voltage. I can't see in the large screen on the right the battery voltage because it's below the line. If I just not sure why that's not matching up. This airplane has no pan and tilt. This airplane has no OSD. It's an MRO, M Robotics platform. So there's no OSD data. So this time I don't have two different values overlaid. I did check that. That's in my checklist now to see if I need to turn off this HUD heads-up display right here. But there, like I say, getting the speed in miles per hour and the altitude in feet will be better for me. Now, I have watched this video. I have not yet seen where it did any airspeed calibration. But I also see that this ground speed and this airspeed are really close to each other. And there was some wind today. So later on, after I get this video produced, I will go back and dig through the telemetry that was downloaded during the flight and the data flash logs that were saved in the SD card that I downloaded after I got it back to the house. So there's two different data files that can give me information about what went on. And I think during the telemetry review, I can go ahead and change the miles per hour and it will reflect that. We'll see, but that's later. So anyway, again, nobody wants to watch this for 5 minutes going around in a circle. I will say, as I get ready to fold it up to the landing here, that you can see it's tipped over about 30 degrees. I don't want it more than 45. So right now, this loiter circle is pretty good for me on the Nano Talon. The altitude may be a little high. We'll see later. So let me go ahead and forward this up to the landing and we'll watch the landing and then we'll pretty much be done. In the bottom right, you'll see it come out of RTL into fly-by-wire A, and that's when the landing starts. Now, I did want to land in the field on this side of the road, but due to whatever, that didn't happen. There's fly-by-wire A. I ended up landing in this field, but as you can see, there's lots of sod this time. This field was wet, though, puddled in places, but it is sand to drive on, so it's not muddy. Okay, let's just go ahead and land it. And we're down. Much better, huh? That was line of sight landing, even though the platform was quite a ways away. Looking for the disarm. Guess that isn't going to show. Oh well, we'll just stop it right there. And lastly, the gentleman told us they launch rockets from here, club once a month, and right there's one in the tree. I like to launch rockets too. Anyway, that's today's flight. Thank you guys so much.